Holy cow. Got in here quick. Oh, geez. Those texts were from 2 hours, now half an hour ago. Hey, Pyro. All right, checking volume. How long of a delay is there? It looks like my heater's not working again. We're gonna give that some more gain. I don't know why that's so low. I wonder if there's a Windows setting. System, sound. Yeah, Windows turned me down. That's what it was. There we go. That sounds much better. Okay, so I can turn that off. Turn the baseball game back on. Struggling here. Oh, that's not the one. All right. We should be set now. Yeah, it looks like my volume's getting up in the yellow. I wonder if my gain. Yeah, I increased the gain to 6. We'll see what that does. But I think by fixing that Windows setting, it should be pretty well set. All right. Yeah, that thing's just not spinning freely. That's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to figure out why that. I don't know. I think the bearing might be going on in there. Did you get the game table done? No, but we're getting really close. The tabletop is mostly done. Here, I'll kind of come out for you. The game table or the top is mostly done. I have the table legs are mostly done. I need to. My next step is actually to attach the legs to the table. So those are the legs that'll be going on there. Atomic, how you doing tonight? So tonight I'm actually working on. While I was working on the glue up of the legs, I had some extra time, so I was working on a second project to build some shelves for my office. So tonight I want to get those finished. I'm gonna put some oil on them, and then we should be able to. I'm hoping that there's enough time that we're going to be able to get the legs attached to the bottom, or at least drill the hole so I can get the fasteners in there. Thank you, appreciate that. Um, there's a few things that bug me about it. Some of my joints aren't quite as tight as I want them to be, but um, at some point you gotta get moving on the things. So oh, okay, I didn't think that was running, but it was. It's better than I did the first time. Also, I think every time you do something, I mean that's the case with just about everything, right? First time you do something, it is garbage, but it's still better than nothing. Um, Second time you do it, a little bit better. By the time you get around to the third or fourth or fifth time, uh, things start looking pretty good. I do have full intention to build another. Actually, I have a smaller table from that I also got from Craigslist. That is, I'm kind of planning on working on. That one's quite a bit smaller, and it would be square. It wouldn't be rectangle. And then I think I mentioned I built one of these in the past. It was about, I think it was 2018. I found out. I couldn't remember when I built it. It was 2019, right before the Corona thing. So I've got some nails here that didn't get all the way driven in, but I left them as is because they were holding it together while the glue dried. So now I'm gonna try and get these out without marring up my piece too much. What are you building the top out of, Tommy? That ain't good. Black cherry and resin. Holy cow. I don't know that I've ever. I know I haven't bought cherry, mostly because it sounds expensive. How big is the table? Sounds like that would look pretty nice. So I know a lot of people, woodworking purists, don't really care for the resin tables. I think they look nice. I kind of dig them. Trying to get these out without making big old gouges in the wood, but I don't know if there's much avoiding it. There we go. Oh, that's right. You did mention that you had one that you were able to get. It'd be 96 by 36. That's a long table. How thick is the piece? I think you said 2 inches, right? Maybe I'm misremembering. Slabs are slabs are 2 inches. Yeah, yeah. Those probably will take all of 2 years to dry. That's a lot of wood, especially if they're full width. When you did the farmhouse table, we're using pine. Which one am I using? Yeah, I'm guessing if you're starting 2 inches, I mean, it's gonna depend a lot on how flat it is too. Um, but you probably end up with inch and a quarter, inch and a half. I mean, if you can get the full inch and a half, that's pretty good. It's pretty good heavy table. Free is right up my alley. I buy a lot of stuff off of Craigslist. Even the base table before I did any modifications to it for the game table was from Craigslist. $50. I didn't really care for their legs too much, so that's why I built my own. Uh, but yeah, I like free and cheap. I'm willing to put in a little work if it saves some money. Yeah, we have 6 kids also. Yeah, and the last table we bought was, or that was, I mean, it pretty easily seats 8. It has a leaf in the center though, but we use it quite a bit. We've done some dinners where we'll sit 8, 10. You fit 12 if you got a couple kids. All right, so we're gonna have to figure out. Do we just leave it laying on its side, or probably the easiest. You must work in a wood shop or cabinet maker if you're getting free oak and cherry and all that stuff. Okay, are you going with it or not? You'll come home. Who are you going with? Oh, okay. Yeah, for a little bit, somewhat well-known one. For a little bit, I had images of doing this full time on my own, but pretty hard to replace a full time salary when when you're trying to work on your own. But ship all over the world, making tables, making furniture, desks. I'm a I'm a pretty big fan of Wormwood. I like what I will kind of lurk in their streams every once in a while. But the tables that they make are pretty spectacular, and they're pretty expensive though. So they had a they did a Kickstarter for a gaming desk, and pretty much any configuration you come up with was over 5 grand. That would be pretty sweet to have, but that is definitely not my budget. Okay. $35,000 order. Yeah, it's I work in an industry where the equipment we're sending people is a couple $100,000, and that just boggles my mind. But I mean, it's I understand the costs behind it, and so it makes sense, but it just boggles my mind sometimes. I need that and bought a new cheap set of chisels the other day. Not really in a spot to buy good ones yet, but I needed something. So I haven't even opened the Amazon package yet. But I did spend a few bucks and bought uh, whetstone and a diamond plate. So I um, should be able to keep these sharp at least. They may not be the highest quality, but they'll be good in the long term, short term, I think. This CNC machine is $350,000. um, I don't know if you ever watch. There's a guy on YouTube. He's a former Pittsburgh Steeler, John Malecki. He has a wood shop business, and honestly, I think they probably make more off of YouTube than the wood shop. But they've got a pretty massive CNC machine that can handle. Oh, that is gnarly. That will definitely sharpen those up. That worked out right. I don't think I finished that thought. They've got a big old CNC machine that'll do big long slabs, and they'll do like slab flattening on it. Pretty impressive to watch. One day maybe I'll have something like that. Are you running it, or are there other folks doing it? That's a pretty good skill to have if you can learn how to program it and run it. Tom, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. That is incredibly late, right? You're in Germany? It's gotta be 2 in the morning for you? I can help fight problems in the programs. You know what though? That is that's a pretty good that troubleshooting skill. That's something a lot of people lack. Yeah, the G code is pretty common in CNC machines in most industries. Yeah, I'm more familiar with it in machining metals or laser cutters or any of that kind of stuff. And um, if you're able to do that, you're pretty much set for life, if you will. Oh, you're in New England. Why was I thinking you were in Germany? That's Al that's in Germany. I think it's the spelling on your name. That's how the Germans spell it with an H. Well, I'm almost done sanding, Pyro. Tom, what were you making tonight? I'm just hitting these quick by hand. I forgot I hadn't sanded these before I put them on. They're pretty good, but just hitting them real quick. All right. Frame just bought a new car. I haven't seen him in quite a while, actually. I do not remember Tom McCann. Sorry, Tom. um, I guess the only Thomases I knew were all German, so I'm probably biased on that. And they were all Thomases. They weren't real keen on shortening it to Tom or Tommy or anything like that. But frameworks like a maniac. Well, I can say I don't have that problem. I work hard, but I don't. The whole point of taking this new job was to not work stupid hours. Work when I'm supposed to and play when I'm supposed to. Did you get your oil change, Pyro? '50s, late '70s. Well, I was just coming in the '80s. You're ambitious, Pyro. Like I said, I I will not change my oil anymore. It's worth the $35 to have the kid at the mechanic do it. Although I won't let them. I won't let them. What do you call it? Rotate my tires anymore. Don't touch the tires. I don't think I got enough water here. Thought maybe I'd have enough water in my Blackstone bottle, but not quite enough. We'll see. You never rotate, so you can only buy two at a time. No, I rotate them, but um, the tires on my Kia are directional. Meaning that they have to be pointed a certain direction. Those guys didn't know that that was a thing, and so they just put them on any old direction. Then I get in my car and I'm going down the highway and the thing's wobbling all over the freaking place. What the hell is going on here? And then it dawned on me exactly what the problem was. I have a Kia Soul 2012. I bought it with a salvage title because it had a bunch of hail damage on the roof and the hood. But it had no. This is a paper towel that I squirted with water. It's just a damp cloth. I really should get some tack cloth. I'll say this does okay. Not great. These freaking flies, man. That's one drawback of heating the garage. They all want to come inside. Between them and the crickets. I saw that. I poked my head in there for a little bit. His his title was a little alarming, but it seems to be in good spirits. I gave him crap because he was wearing socks only. He wasn't rocking the flip flops like you do. We're gonna make it. Yeah. Although his equipment is far better than I would guess most people who stream. Uh, I'm guessing he's worked in a profession with IT and sound audio equipment. He's probably got a standard that is unattainable on personnel budget. Well, we're just gonna make it on this thing. It's falling apart though, for sure. Yeah, he does IT. That makes sense. I mean, he's got the knowledge set for more production type stuff, but good stuff. Feels good. Got him. These flies got to go away before I start putting oil down, though. I meant to grab some linseed oil, but so tonight we're just gonna do tongue oil. Is it a little more yellowish than I like? But I was gonna try and do the linseed oil on this one, but when I was at Menards the other day, I totally forgot about it. Bought a whole bunch of shit I didn't need, but I totally forgot the linseed oil. It's kind of how it goes, isn't it? It's been a minute since I've opened this bottle. Um, Especially, I think, yeah, when I went in, I had my daughter with me, and all she does is talk. Hard to hard to remember shit when that's going on. What did I do with that razor? I wonder if I have. I really like those stain sponges or whatever. I don't remember what they call them, but those are kind of nice. Looking like a no go. Another thing I probably should have got at Menards. Got him. Oh, there's another one. I don't know if I got that one or not. Staining pads. Yeah. You don't like them? I don't like the so when you get those, they have like a fabric, a real like loose hook fabric on the outside of them. I'm not a fan of that, but I usually cut them in half and then just pull that off, and it's just a low density sponge underneath. It's almost like the sponge foam brushes, just without the stick. I'm not sure how much of this I'm gonna use, so um, I'm gonna be right back, chat. Where the hell did you find newspaper? I actually get the Wall Street Journal. Um, it's like $6 a month. I mostly read the online version. I mean, I read the online version every day, but it's kind of nice to get the papers every once in a while too. Who's calling me? Spam. These damn political calls keep calling me for a state I don't even live in anymore. All right, I'm gonna go look for rubber gloves. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Answer and troll them. I don't really care to talk to them. Oh, is it 5-1 in this Astros game? 4-1. So we found one medium-sized glove. We're gonna stretch it to the limit, I think. Trick is not to tear it when you get putting it on. My I asked my wife where if we had any in the house, and she said that there's some in her. She she brings them home from work. Well, make sure you grab some larges next time. 4-1 in the Astros Yankees game. All right, let's give this a go. Pyro, you want any newspaper? I'll send you some. I've got about 3 months of newspaper sitting under my desk. The other one that's hard to find is brown paper bags. Our grocery stores don't want to give them to you. But I like them for, I think you mentioned the other day, sanding it with just copy paper. Um, I'll do similar with that brown paper bag. It's a little bit more. I don't know, what do you want to call it? Grit. As media mail. Oh, we're gonna go through a ton of this. Shorted myself. Yeah, honestly, my workbench could probably use a sanding and finishing. It's been a few years and it's gotten pretty beat up. I think shop equipment's probably the last stuff to get any love, though. I don't know. The polyurethane helps it kind of resist denting and all that stuff too. I don't know how well. I don't know how well it lubricates it either. I mean, I suppose you could wax it, but problem I have with polyurethane is I always have a hell of a time getting it to smooth out. Kind of like you had when you did that table. I get the same kind of surface finish with it every time. Call me skeptical pyro. I always say I'm gonna get around to stuff like that, but bigger projects always kind of take over and dominate your time. Bigger projects are more fun usually. Building the table is more fun than trying to smooth out some polyurethane brushstrokes. I think that's kind of a guy thing. Way back when my wife and I were getting married, we got married in Catholic church, so we had to do the classes and mentor with a married couple from the church and all that, and it was good. What are you doing? He's not out here. Um, and so we had to go to this 1 day seminar, 2 day seminar, and they had a speaker. He says, "Men's brains are like you draw boxes, like a tic-tac-toe box, and in each box is something that we're thinking about. That's kind of our brains, how we organize things and how we think. And there's one big box, and in that box is sex. That's the predominant thing that we think about. And then there's also an empty box. It is possible for guys to think about nothing." My wife and I have been married we just celebrated 12 years. Just last weekend, actually. So then he draws this big picture, and it looks like a plate of spaghetti. Just scribbles all over the place. And he said that was how a woman's brain was organized. And they're all intertwined. But then the other part was if there's something on their mind that needs to be done, in their head needs to be done, they don't rest until it's done. So I think it's easier for them to stick to projects like this all the way to the end. But like my wife in particular, she has a hell of a time being patient to plan it out. Just has 12 different things that you got to do, and just go do them. I definitely like to be a little bit more methodical and slow. There's something to be said about both of them. Like the Mars and Venus thing, yeah. I think we did a project a few years ago where we repainted cabinets in our old house, and I was sitting there doing every prep step you could imagine: clean, sand, strip, deglaze, all that shit. And then you prime, sand, paint, sand, paint. Finally, after about 3 weeks, we have paint on cabinets. Then we decided we were going to do this antiquing method where you take some stain and you kind of go in the cracks of the panel. It turned out pretty well, but we found out I couldn't do it. I was trying to make straight lines and it was looking too manufactured, I guess. And it was taking me 30 minutes to do one panel. She told me to go away. And I came back like 30 minutes later. She had all the panels done and they all looked way better than I was doing. I was trying to engineer it. She just was trying to artiste it. I really wish I'd got 2 gloves. My hand's starting to cramp, but I don't really want to dry out my hand. So I'm not going to use the non-glove hand to do this. I've had worse stuff on my hands, but this stuff really dries out your skin. uh, 4 hours, huh? That's that's all the longer that happened. Yeah, repainting cabinets is something that I don't think I would ever do again. Um, we really liked how they turned out, but man, that was a lot of work, especially if so. The ones that we had were kind of a heavy grain. They were wood or they were oak veneer, so oak has a really heavy grain or deep grain, and we were trying to get them to be smooth, and the amount of paint sand, prime sand, all that stuff to get that to happen. Yeah, that was painful. And they just a little bit more. Not much, but just a little bit. I don't remember if I did that face or not. Oh no. Did you strip them or did you just like paint over? Oh, that looks pretty good. Let me know if you see any spots that I missed. Yeah. I mean, that was similar to the project that we did too. I mean, they were, yeah, I like that the way that color came out. It wasn't as yellow as the last time I used it. I think that was construction grade pine. This is more is it New Zealand pine. Oh, that stuff still goes through the glove, doesn't it? All right, I'm gonna go wash my hand real quick before it dries out like crazy. Okay. Should have got a beer while I was in there. Okay, so now we're gonna jump over to the table here. This guy back over here. Today started off pretty cold. I think it was in the upper 20s when felt like it was about 20 degrees in my bedroom this morning. Made it really tough to get out of bed. But today I think it got up to 50. So the house is more comfortable. I did have the heat running overnight. I set it at 60 degrees just so paint and all that stuff wouldn't freeze. Um, so actually, it's pretty comfortable in here right now. I do need to. I'm gonna have to take that out this weekend, the air conditioner unit, and see why the fan won't. Every once in a while, the fan will stop turning, and I think the plastic is just when I pushed it in there, I kind of got it all a little bent out of shape. So the plastic is a little. It's kind of impinging uh, on the fan because you can hear it. You can hear the motor trying to go. It's either that or I'm gonna have to buy a capacitor, put it in there, which I've done once. I wouldn't say I'm all that good at it. All right, so we're gonna flip this over. At least we're gonna try. Oh, I'm down too far. Cool. Hmm. I could have done without that. Well, good call, Pyro. I caught a break there. It didn't do any damage. Well, that was an adventure. Just about everything in my shop's an adventure anymore. All right. Really in there on. Didn't pay close enough attention to the glue drip out on the bottom when I did the glue up. I might just hit that with a router. Oh. We'll clean that up a little bit. Sander. Let's see here. All right, so we have to find the center on this one. That's right about 3.5 inches in from either side. It's almost like I planned it that way. All right, so 3.5 in from either side. Five. All right, so now for those screws, this is going to be a pain in the ass, but so I'm going to have to put one here. I think I might do 2 here, 2 in the middle, and then 2 on the other side. I only bought 10 inserts. What was I thinking? Well, we can drill the holes for it. Okay. So we're gonna go there. Where's my center? 35 is 17 and a half. And that's 6 from the end. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Pyro. I mean, the one in the middle's probably not doing much. All right. I need those. I don't need those. I don't know if I have. I have 1/4 20 screws. The question will be whether I have the right length. And some longer ones here. So. And the reason I didn't buy any was I didn't know how long they needed to be. So the 1/4 20s I have are 1.5 inches. That's it. I thought I had a couple that were longer. I think it should be 3.5. I had some longer ones here at one point. Excuse me. Yeah. What are these? These are. Now I'm trying to remember what these were for. Those are only 2.5. I'd have to countersink them pretty deep. But I think that's all right. I wasn't planning on attaching them quite yet. What I wanted to do was I have not yet. I actually need to flatten them a little bit because they've got a little bit of a cup. What do you mean by round them over? Like the router bit on the edge? Yeah, I'll have to do that. I haven't quite done that one yet. So this guy's 3 inches. 1/4 inch washer. I had one right here. Quarter-inch washer, 7/8. That's going to be a tight fit. Slides so much better. Yeah, that's a good idea though. Where we're going to stage it in my house, it'll be hardwood. So I don't want to gouge it either with, although this is a lot softer than the wood that's in there. I had 3-inch 5/16 bolts. Why didn't I buy 5/16 inserts? So if that's 7/8, I need to be 7/16 in. That would put it right on the edge. So if I go 3/4 in, go 3/4 in, 3/4 in. That gives you 1.5 inches between. All right. Yeah, I think that's good. We really want it to be as wide as we can. We'll go that way. We'll go 3/4 in from either side. Three-quarter and 2 1/4. This one we're going to put right in the middle. Three-quarter and 2 1/4. So we're going to drill our hole for the inserts there. We're going to punch these here. So we get a good hole. Welcome back. So we laid out the holes, punched them. Now we need to set our depth on our drill. Oh, I should have done a bigger piece. All right, now I'd really like for this to be somewhat straight when I drill it. Where did Oh, why'd I do that? Shit. You dummy, you opened it upside down. Now it's all over the place. Nice. This is how tonight's gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna drill the table first. Because if I drill the hole, then I'll use these little hole finder things. And then that should get me the spot on the table when I press them down on there. I'm brave. Yeah, had mixed results with them, to be honest. but that's the theory behind them. That's how they're supposed to work. We'll see how it actually goes. So I'm hoping I can use this and... Oh, that ain't gonna work, because that... I would have to adjust my tape, which I can do. I'm more worried about straight up and down. Yeah, because actually I punched them, so finding the center on them would be a piece of cake. I'm not very good at drilling a hole straight up and down, though. That should be okay. We'll do the first one. If it don't work, then we'll blame Pyro. I mean, that's such a shallow hole. That should be okay. I should stop storing this bottle on its side. Blame me if the hole's crooked. Nice. All right, and now the test. Let's grab. This isn't a perfect test, but I'm now questioning. I don't think that's a quarter 20. I think those are 5/16. Not bad. It's got a little bit of a. Well, I guess that's all right. Looks okay. A little bit of play in the threads. All right. I think that's a go. Hey, mad at you. Welcome in. Gotta find the other empty one. There it is. Okay. Gotta keep these things straight. It's touchy. Come on. There we go.
I'll have to watch that.
That one does not want to start. What the heck's going on here? Spit on. Well, I oiled it. It's on there. There we go. I'll give it a little downward force. Oh, my tape moved on that one. Actually, that one went a little bit deeper. That was probably better. As long as we don't go through the other side. Right at the limit. Well, in retrospect, I should have done that before I put the inserts in. Well, hell. All right. See what kind of marks we got on the bottom here. Actually, pretty good. Not bad. You can't really see them there, can you? It's not a great picture, but see the mark there. Oh, yeah, that one's there. Not quite as prominent, but it's there. Now, those are the ones that I really want to be straight. um, how long is so I should be able to get through with one. I think that's going to have to be for another time. I don't really want to start those and not be able to finish them. So why did it freeze up? Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Oh, you can't see my pretty face. Got a face for radio. That's what I will say. Yeah, so I think we're gonna call it a night. Let's watch this clip that Pyro had. Not at all. I appreciate anybody watching me work. Oh yeah. Oh no. The adventures of a one-man shop, right? I'm just glad I didn't hit the camera. To be honest. That's and I fell just short of the legs. Oh man. Always an adventure. But what are you gonna do? Alrighty. Pyro, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. And we'll probably catch up with you tomorrow. Get there so you don't get that glare. All right. Have a good night, buddy.